hopefully this is working now. Oh, let's lift that up. Oh. Right, are we here? Are we working? Work it out. Fine, stay like that. Hello, are we here? Is it working? Oh, the day I'm having. Hello? Hello? Is it working? I don't have a lag this end now. I did, which just took me a minute to come back on. But I believe I've sorted at my end, touch all the wood. So hopefully it's in sync with Facebook. It's better. Perfect. Hello. And I've just had a bit of my drink and then I spilt it all down myself. So I now have wet patches everywhere. So if I'm wet, that's why I spilt my drink. I went to have a sip and it was fuller than I expected, and I just missed my mouth and just went woo. So that was great. It was just juice. It's just squash. Oh, it's fine. Lisa, thank you for the stars. Oh no. Excuse me. Right, I feel all out of sync myself now, but it's working, and that's the main thing. We are here. Hello. Right. What I wanted to show you is I set up my new, I've been meaning to get one of these for ages, and Sophie has always suggested, like, you need to get one of these. Today I actually finally set it up. Now this is not all of the pearls at all, but this isn't even all the colours, but I've now got my own little rotary, so hopefully when you pick a pearl colour, if you'd like to swap, I now hopefully will be able to quicker to find said colours. We'll see. It squeaks a little bit, but I can deal with a little bit of squeaking. So yeah, if you hear squeaking in the background, that's what that is. But yeah, hopefully it'll be quicker to find all your colours and bits. And like I said, I couldn't fit all of the pearl colours in there, but I put the main ones in there. So yeah, hopefully it works. A new sound to enjoy. Yes, exactly. Alright, I haven't got anything set up because I had to restart the whole computer, and then I thought I'll just come on and then restart it while we're on. So today we are starting our lucky dip. I printed this, I flipped the image and printed it backwards. I'm so happy it's worked. So this is our cage pendant lucky dip. So basically the way this works is it's a little bit different. So I will not look and just, I have got a little pot at the bottom of here, you'll see that's a bit square, just so then it can stand and I can dive in without having to lift the bag up. None of the cages can sort of go to the side of the pot because it's very tight, as you can see. Okay, so there is a pot in there, but it works well. So what will happen is, if you would like a cage pendant lucky dip, I would dive in and pull 2 cage pendants out. So I don't know why I'm not looking now, but okay, so the 2 cage pendants here are these 2. I am then going to see how fast I can move and thread them both onto that cards, and then I'll show you the cage pendants. So bear with me. So let's go down so you can see these ones. I'll then of course show you, oh, we haven't gone down, that's still me. There we go. The cage pendants. So this was number 1. I think this is the Little Beat cage pendants. This is the new cage pendant on the website at the moment. Okay, so your pearl would sit in the middle of that heart, that centre heart. And then the other one was the witch's cage pendant. So you can see the witch on her broomstick there, and the pearl sits behind there, so you can see the flashes of the pearl, almost like the moon, like the witch in front of the moon. So you then pick which one of the two that are pulled out, which one you would like. Okay, the one that you don't then choose goes back in the bag for the next dip, if you like. Now there is going to be no doubles. This bag will not be refilled, so there is one of each cage pendant in there, so you will not be seeing doubles coming out. Okay. Also, you get to pick what oyster you'd like. So it comes with a chain length and style of your choice. It comes with an oyster opening. You get to pick what oyster you would like. However, there are no pearl colour swaps with them. Okay, and as we know, the joys of a cage pendant is you can swap and change the pearls around inside them as and when you would like to. But there's no pearl colour swaps with them because they are at a quite big discounted price. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So that's that going on today. Lucky Dip is in the fun section. It is, yes, of course. Sorry, I should have said that. Yes, so that's right. It's only as long as stock lasts. There's only a certain number. I'm not going to remember now. There's only a certain number in there. Once it's gone, it has gone. So I can't say how long it's going to last. Once they're gone, they're gone. Okay. Picks the cage you want to see if it's a bit better. Oh, hopefully, Ash, hopefully Tash, hopefully my lovely. So, shall we get started for today? I've got your... So sorry. Right. So, up first today is... oh, I did post an order list on the page before, so hopefully you've all found it. Let me just refresh this. I think I've included everyone on there who's ordered so far. Yes, I have. So if you have ordered, hopefully you can see yourself on that list. If you would like to order, there is still space available. Oh, and last but not least, the coming soon section is now in the new in section. So it's now available to buy for everybody. So yeah, check out the new items as well. So, Ashley Lamb, you're up first, and I believe I've already seen you. So, Ashley Lamb, are you here? Hello, 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 hello. Ashley, and you're the first person today with a Lucky Dip cage pendant. So, as you just saw, I'm going to dive in and pull two out. I'll then go through and show you both of the options, and you can tell me which one you would like, and then we'll do your oyster opening for you. Okay, so I'm just going to give these a good mix because obviously we've just pulled some out. So, good luck. I'm going to close my eyes, I think. So, I think that's one there. And then that's two. So, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel like I've got a hair at the back of my throat. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. Now, it's still there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you know, I feel like... Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I feel like I've got like a hair at the back of my throat. Right. Okay, it'll go. Now, Ashley, I haven't touched the two cage pendants here, and obviously I coughed away and all that, so that's fine. But because I did go off camera, what I'm offering is, before I show you these, I can put these back and pull another two, so you know that obviously I haven't tampered or anything like that. Or are you happy with these two? So before I show you, are you happy with these two, or would you like me to do another dip? Just because obviously I did have to go off camera slightly there. Oh, Bronnie, I'm sorry to hear that. Wendy, the order list is posted on the page, my lovely. Keep the ones we've picked, okay. No, I wouldn't tamper. Bless you. I honestly, I wouldn't tamper, but I thought I'd offer, just because obviously I did need to just turn away from the camera then, just because you don't need to hear me have a little cough. Sorry. Right, so I'm just going to pop these on the cards for you. And these two both hold one pearl. Okay, so we do have cage pendants in the bag which hold multiple pearls, but these two do hold the one pearl each. So if we go down, the first one is called the Flick Cage Pendant. So this is very, very simply elegant. Okay, so it's just a clear cage pendant all the way around, which means you're going to see your pearl sits in the centre and you're going to see that pearl at every angle. It's called the Flick Cage Pendant because you do have these two little details of the flicks at the top, at the front of the cage pendant there. Okay, so simple but elegant. This is literally just called Cage Pendant on the website. And the second one is the Horn Cage Pendant. Now this, I believe, Facebook actually, do you know we've got the Facebook shop on our page? Facebook actually blocked this item from being shown because it's called the Horn Cage Pendant. It's not, obviously it's not made of horn or anything like that. And I called it the Horn Cage Pendant because I thought it looked like a horn if you hold it this way. So as you'd look down at it, I thought it looked like a horn that you'd blow. But people have said it could also be a hat, it could be a pixie shoe, and your pearl actually sits right in the centre there. Okay, so that's the Horn Cage Pendant. So between the two, Ashley, what do you think? Which one would you like? The Flick Cage Pendant or the Horn Cage Pendant? Now, these two both hold one pearl each. So that's the horn and that's the flick. Can you have the Flick Cage Pendant? Of course you can. Oh, it's back. So I'm just putting the Horn Cage Pendant back in the bag, and you're keeping the Flick Cage Pendant, which does come with one oyster opening. So what type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells, my lovely? Now we do still have the surprise bag available today, which is a mix of the Expand the Rainbow, the Nunu Rainbow, the normal and the 4 pearl oysters. I'm gonna just ask. Okay, so can you have a mystery oyster? You can indeed. And you'd like to keep your shells. Oh my gosh. It's not going my way tonight, is it? You're hoping for a darker colour, but honestly happy with anything. Okay, so let's get him open. And let's go down. So your mystery oyster. Can you just bear with me a second, Bab?
Why am I here with this?
Just a piece of bread. It doesn't need to be that bread, just any bread, darling. Here is your mother of pearl. Just wait there, please. And Ashley, in here I can see that you're twinning. And you're twinning with two darker pearls. You said you was hoping for darker pearls, and you have darker pearls. Sorry, there's there's no more in there. I'm going to need like a section of bread to eat, but
I wonder why you asked to bring bread out here.
can you please grab me a slice, just a dry slice of bread?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So Aaron brought the bread that he made. I think he thought that I wanted to show it off. I mean, yeah, I do want to. I would show off his bacon. That's not... Right, Ashley, twinning dark. Now they are dark purple twins here. This one on this side is more purple silver, and this one is more darker purple in itself. Now there are no colour swaps with the Lucky Dip, but I do hope you're happy with these two. The purple silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The dark purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Not a 6.5, he is a 7. What do you think to this? You're going to have to wait there, Bab, because you're going to have to feed me because I've got oyster. Ashley, what do you think to those? It's your favourite colour. Just bear with me. Okay, Ashley, you love them. Perfect. I'm ever so sorry that your opening was interrupted there. But I hope you're happy with everything. And that's safe up there for you. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Now, I'm just going to let Aaron sit here so you can talk to people while you feed me bread. Is that okay?
What?
See you in a second. What do you mean? Just sit down. Can you just mute it a second for me? Just press that mute button. The up one, up. Yeah, that one.
Hello there. We are back from the land of mute.
Okay, so I need to have bread because I've got a hair stuck in my throat.
Well, you probably don't, right? It's a sensation you get when something has hit the back of your throat, but it's long past. It's very rare there's actually something that's still there.
I don't like dry bread. Talk to him. You hang on, wait. Here's the microphone.
They can hear me. Hello. On today's episode of What the Are We Watching? I so want to tell you what's going on. So, what's everybody been up to lately? Ooh, lots of names. So, Sharon, Abby, Sue, Amy.
Oh, Kia needs cookies.
Okay. I'm a baker. Not by profession, although that would be cool if they paid enough.
Would you want to be a baker?
Depends how much money they pay. But no, I'm one of these people that whenever there's anything going on, if I can't physically fix it myself, I will bake food. If you're poorly and I can't make you feel better, I'm going to feed you. I don't know where that is.
There.
Where?
Kia.
Where?
In the chat.
I don't see it. Where is it?
Would you like me to screenshot it? Ow! You jabbed my tooth.
You bit my thumb.
Ow! Stop it.
You started it. I have the power. Very nice, Emma. Comment.
Sophie needs some bacon too. Look, see?
They'd be stale by the time they got there.
No, we wouldn't. We'll send it special delivery.
I nearly did that to my mum once.
Exactly. Let's do it to Sophie.
Do you remember those cookies I made? No, I was so impressed with the cookies that I made that I nearly put them in a box and shipped them to my mum. I was like, how much to get them down there? Same day. Almost spent like 50 quid on shipping to send down some £2 cookies.
But then you ate them.
Yeah.
Shh. I think that might have got it.
Doodaloo. Nice seeing you.
I wasn't hungry in any way. Thank you, Bab. If I need any more, don't bring me it. Thank you, Aaron. Right, let's see if that works. I feel like the tickle... Yeah, I feel like the tickle's gone mostly. Right. Is it nice bread? I'm on a diet, so I shouldn't actually eat bread. So to then have a slice of white bread should have been a real treat. Like I should have had it toasted with like butter and peanut butter or so, or just plain butter actually. Yeah, but no, I just had to so one, I've just broke my diet by eating said piece of white bread. Two, I had brown bread in the kitchen, so I should have had that one. And three, I didn't enjoy it, no, and I really should have. I'll see if he can do some baking. In fact, Kia, he's gone straight to the kitchen now. He may have gone to go get himself a drink, but I know I'll see if he wants to do any baking, Kia. Right. So, shall we carry on? What diet am I doing? It's not. It's not a set diet. I think it has worked, yeah. I'm talking, feeling cheated. Yeah, I'm talking and it's not tickling, so I think it has worked. Yeah, I'm not on a specific diet because, but I'm on a just don't eat that diet. Basically, and I've been going to the gym and doing classes and stuff, so yeah, it's working slowly. Yeah, I've lost I mean you won't see it, but I've lost 3 stones so far, So we're getting there. A long way to go, but it's a good start. So, shall we carry on for today? Because it's coming up to 9 o'clock, and yeah, we've opened one person. So, shall we carry on? Oh, right. Let's have a sip of tea. It's hard. It is hard. Thank you, everybody. Right. Up next is... Oh, this was a mystery person. So, mystery person is... This is for Stacey. I don't have a second name. I don't want to assume. So, Wendy and Stacey, are you here? Pounds, it's 14, 28, 30, 42, is that right? 3 times 14. Why does my brain not want to work today? 3 times 14. £42, yes. Wendy, hello. And Stacey, is it Stacey Rourke? Perfect. Wendy, just confirm for me that it is Stacey Rourke, if that's okay, just to confirm. And Stacey, hello, my lovely. In kilograms, oh, I don't know. I don't know what the conversion is, I'm afraid. Yes, perfect. So Stacey, hello, hello, hello. Now, Stacey, a little message for you. This is for your birthday, and it's a gift to you from your mum, and it says to let her know she is loved and appreciated. So again, I'll read that and say to let her know she is loved and appreciated. And you have a 25 pearl oyster, Stacey. So let me just grab the bag for you. Nope. It's what you get when you set up. I brought the oysters in this morning. Okay, so your 25 pearl oyster. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, my lovely? Let's get this open. It's out of sync. The camera's going to be going down in a second and you won't be able to see my voice, my lips move. So it'll be fine. Let's go down. Da da da. And we're back in sync. Okay, so your 25 pearl oyster. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? What do you think? So I'm going to start getting him open for you. Quite a nice sharp pop there. Please keep them, and any except silvers. Okay, oh, sorry, the top bit of the shell has broken away there. So any except silvery coloured pearls, not a problem. I'm just going to see, right, a couple more pops with that one. That may top of the shell just seems to be coming apart here. Okay, so let's have a look. Has that opened it slightly? So I think we can see, I can see a few peepers there. Is that able to, there we go. So in here, oh, and now a few runaways. There is your mother of pearl. Now I'm going to clean that up for you in just a moment. Now we've got 3 runaways already, so if I move them down the front, and then if we have a quick look in here, we can see lots of pearls in and around the flesh. So I'm just going to have a squidge in here for you. Oh, and they came out beautifully and all rolled off the bottom. So I'm going to grab those again in a second. Let me just keep having a squidge. Oh my gosh, they're going everywhere. Okay, so there's no more in there. That darker bit there is just the tail. So let's just clean this up and then we're going to retrieve all of your pearls that have just rolled onto the tray for you. Okay. What just happened? They all ran off the tray. Sometimes it can happen. So and I'm just going to lift this up. Oh, just to see if there's any more. Okay, so there's no more on there. Okay, that there's just there to stop this from slipping around. So here are all of your pearls. So I'm going to dry them up for you. And then we're going to go through the pearls as well. Now, Stacey, if you would like me to measure them all, I can do so for you. With these, I normally measure the largest and smallest, but like I say, if you prefer me to measure them all, that's absolutely fine. Just let me know what you prefer and I can do that for you. Now, I'm going to go through the colours as I hold them up. Okay, so if we start with the darker ones. Now to start with here, this one is a larger, darker silver. So we are starting with silvers. Now I will say, Stacey, that if you're not happy with any of the colours, you can either let me know at the end and I can swap them for you, or you can take a screenshot and email me your colour choices over if you prefer to as well. Okay, so if you see any that you don't like, don't worry, we can swap them. So the first one is a silver there. Your second pearl looks like a dark black cherry. Can you see those flashes with the black cherry there? And then we have a purple silver. So again, this is a base silver, but he actually has a purple overtone, as you can see on here. And then another darker silver. And a chocolate. So this is quite a nice dark deep chocolate. You can see that chocolate tone coming through. So that's the first 5 there. Moving on to the second row. Again, this is a chocolate, but this one has got flashes of purple in him. So he's a chocolate based purple. You then have a dark purple. Now this is quite a dark deep purple, but you can see it's slightly two-tonal with lighter and darker areas as you go around the pearl there. And then this one is a two-tonal green and purple. So he's a green, almost like a chocolatey green, and then a purple. So again, two-tonal green and purple there. You've got a chocolate bronze. You can definitely see that bronze colour coming through. Extremely, compared to your dark chocolates earlier, you can see that bronzy colour. And then onto your 10th pearl, and you have a lighter chocolate bronze. So 2 chocolate bronze. One lighter, and the lighter one is slightly smaller as well. Moving on to your lighter pearls, you have a natural coloured pink, a brighter candy floss pink, another, this one looks more like a blush pink, and a baby pink. So far 4 different shades of pink. Now they are actually quite similar if we can look there, but they are 4 different shades. And actually this one here again is another, so that's 5 different pinks if I pop that on the end, so 15. So that's 5 different pinks. Hopefully you can see the different shades. If we move on, you have a lighter icy blue. Now this is a 2-tonal sea green, and it's a lighter sea green as well. So you can see as you go around slightly lighter and darker areas there. You have a Smurf Blue. Now these Smurf Blues are extremely rare. So Smurf Blue is this gorgeous lighter blue. It's completely different to the icy blue. You can see the tones there. So that's a Smurf Blue. You then have a lighter lavender. A slightly rosy gold lavender. So this is a base rose gold with a lavender overtone. You have a lemon yellow. A pastel yellow. A lighter autumn peach. A coral, and a light watermelon. Okay, so let me just move this kitchen towel out the way, and then I'll show you these all closer. What do you think to all of these, my lovely? Now, Stacey, as I said, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. Oh, can't get this to focus now. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. You can either let me know now, or you can take a screenshot and we can let me know through email. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to keep still there. What do you think? The back row for blues, of course you can. Do you mind what shade of blues, or just any blues? If I measure the largest and smallest just while I'm waiting, we need to measure that pink, don't we? He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. I'm going to measure this pink as well. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the 2-tonal chocolatey greeny purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So your largest is an 8. Your smallest, let's measure this pink here. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. The pastel yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And the the natural pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.7. So the smallest is a 7, largest is an 8, and that's not a problem. Not everybody likes every colour, so it's absolutely not a problem. So we'll take these 5 away, and then we'll add in 5 blues. Okay, let's try do ones that you haven't got already. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They're similar, but they are different. And let's go for, let's see if we've got a really pastel-y blue here. Oh, 5. Okay, so if I hold these ones up, they are 5 different shades, and it's actually a different shade to your blue down the bottom there as well, and the Smurf Blue. Are you happy with all of those? What's this? Oh, that one's got a slight imperfection on him. Let me take that one away and grab you a different one. Perfect. So I've just taken that other blue away because it had an imperfection on him. There we go. Let me hold it up again just so you can have a little look quickly. Okay. You happy with all of that, my lovely? Perfect. Now, if I bring you back up here, no, you're very, very welcome. Wendy, is this other item for Stacey as well? Just wrapping up the shells, and let's pop your pearls in here for you. There we go. Yep, perfect. Which means you also, Stacey, have another oyster opening as well. Now you get to pick from our normal oysters here. So what type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Please don't say you just saw me do that. No, it covered up. Cold tea. Mystery. And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate these shells, Stacey? And is there a certain colour you're hoping for here as well? So let's go down. So your mystery oyster, double pop there. Keep these shells as well. That's perfect, my lovely. So slight double pop here, and there's your mother of pearl. I'll clean him up for you in just a moment. So if we have a squidge in here, I can see a pearl at the back there, and you have a, oh, what's that all running off today? You have a two-tonal blue. And you've just said you was hoping for a blue or a purple. There's no more in that one. So you do have a blue, and he's a two-tonal blue. Just wrapping, cleaning these up for you, sorry. And then let's have a closer look here. Now I am going to show you going all the way around the pearl, okay. So he's just lighter and darker as you go around there. What do you think to that one, Stacey? Now, if you're happy with that one, that's perfect. He is yours. And if you're not happy, we can swap him for you. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Just popping your name on your shells again for you. There we go. So if I hold this up again so you can see. So 2 tonal blues there. That's perfect, and it's your favourite colour, and I think it slots in between the blues just that you've got from the 25 Pearl Oyster as well. So Stacey, I hope you're happy with that and happy with everything, my lovely. I hope you've had a lovely birthday, or will have a lovely birthday if it's coming up. I've wrapped up your shells and everything there as well, and let's pop all this up here for you. So I do hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. Excuse me just a moment. No, Stacey, from me, you're very, very welcome. Right, up next today is Angela Underwood. Angela, are you here? Angela, hello. So Angela, you have a lucky dip. Excuse me. So I feel like nothing's going right today. Angela, hello. So you've got a lucky dip. So I'm going to pull 2 out. Stay still now. I'm going to mix them. And then I'm going to pull 2 out. So Jitta requested to move to Friday's live, Bronnie. She requested that on at the very start. So I've moved her to Friday. Okay, so 1 and 2, Angela. So let me just pop these both on the card for you, and then we'll hold them up so you can have a closer look and pick which cage you would like. Oh, bless you, Jitta. Okay, so if we go down, your first one is the teddy bear cage. So look at him there. So you can see he's got his head with his ears and his little arms and the bow coming down there. You can see his nose and his eyes as well. Now the pearl sits in the teddy bear's face, and the eyes and the nose will be in front of the pearl along with the space up here. So it's a large space that you can see the pearl there. So that's the first one. And the second one is an animal cage pendant, and this is the peacock cage pendant. This has got so much detail. So you can see the peacock there, then actually behind the head of the peacock and in that crisscross of feathers is where your pearl sits. So you'll see the flashes of colour coming through the tail. However, you can flip this one around and you can wear this one this way round and have the flower shown at the back with the feathers sort of going around almost like a sun if you like, but the pearl can be in the centre. So you could wear that one both ways round, but the peacock and the teddy, which one would you like, Angela? You would like the teddy, not a problem. Let me just bring you back up. And that means that you have one oyster opening here. So I'm putting the peacock back in the bag. So with your oyster opening, what type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to everybody joining. Surprise bag, that's this one. Donate the shells. Perfect, thank you ever so much. Angela, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Let me get him open. And let's go down. So your surprise oyster, there's one side and the other side, and in here, if I turn this around, you are twinning. And you're twinning with 2 tonal blurples there, Angela. Now these are definitely different shades and different sized pearls as well, actually. Let me just dry them up for you. So I am going to just go through each of the individual pearls so you can have a closer look. So the visually smaller of the two is more purple, but he is also 2 tonal, so just slightly lighter and darker areas there. And then the more blurple of the two, which is a mix between blue and purple, is more 2 tonal as well. So you can definitely see lighter, and then we get darker and lighter again. So 2 different sizes, and with the different shades there as well. Okay, so I hope you're happy with those, Angela. If I run them through the board, the visually smaller, slightly darker of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the larger, more 2 tonal of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. You love them. Perfect. And they can both go in the teddy bear. It is one at a time. It does hold 1 pearl at a time. But I do hope you're happy with that, my lovely. And thank you for the donations with your shells. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Perfect. And up next is Sharon Lamb. And Sharon, I've just seen you. Sharon Lamb, hello, hello, hello. And Angela, you're very, very welcome. Sharon, hello. So Sharon, this is for you, and you also have a lucky cage dip. So this is a gift for you. So again, I'm just going to give them a quick mix. And then if we dive in and pull your 2 out. So 1 and 2. And here, let me get them open for you. One and 2. Let's pop these on here. Oh, Caroline, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Again, two very different cage pendants here. What does this one say? Okay, so let's go down. So Sharon, you have this one, and this one set actually has some wording which will be backwards. But let me just get it focused so you can have a look. Oh, so it says it's a overall heart shape. Your pearl, it holds one pearl and it sits right in the centre there. And then you've got this wording going across and it says best mum. Okay, so it does say best mum. You can either, obviously, if you pick this one, you could have it, you can use it as a gift. And around the outside, it does have these little hearts. So you can see where it looks like it's dotted on the camera. They're actually little hearts. Okay, so that's your first one. And the second one is one of my favourite animal cage pendants. It is the Fantail cage pendant. Now this one has got so much detail. Again, it holds one pearl and it goes in the body of the fish. Okay, you've then got this fantail that comes down. If I just hold it still, if you look at it from the top, you can, oh, let me get it focused again. You can see its eyes are zircon crystal and its little mouth is open there. On the reverse side, it does look like you've got the flower on the back there, but all the detail is on this side with this fantail fish. What do you think to these two? Would you like the best mum or the fantail fish cage pendant, Sharon? The mum one. Perfect. So if I just bring you back up again, I'm going to put the fantail back in the bag, and then the mum one is yours. So I hope you're happy with that. And Sharon, you have got one oyster opening with him. So what type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Surprise bag and donate the shells. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for with this one, Sharon, my lovely? So if I get him open, and let's go down your surprise bag oyster. There's one side and the other side. Thank you, Aaron. Could you open it and pop it there for me? And in here, you are also twinning. And you're twinning with coral twins here. Quite nice, brighter, bolder coral twins there. Not in there, there won't be enough room. Sorry. Thank you, Aaron. There's no more in that one. Can't you take it with you? Bub. Bub. Oh my gosh. Why would you not do that? I'll explain what just happened in a second. Sharon, let me show you your pearls. Right, so you've got your coral twins here. Let me hold them up so you can see. Haven't got bright corals. What do you think to these? Let me run them through the board for you. Coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. Love them. Perfect. Sharon, I hope you're happy with that then. Thank you for the donations of your shells as well. And I hope, Sharon, you and Angela will be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Right, what just happened was I asked Aaron to bring me a new box of tissues in. So he brought me a new box of tissues, and the old box of tissues, the empty one, he went to put in the bin, and I said, no, there's not enough room in there. So he's popped it on my desk. And I was like, why didn't you take it in with you? Because then it could have gone in the recycling in the house. I don't keep my recycling bin in here in the daytime because I don't use it for the live. So it's in the house. So it's... Sorry, so I was just like, why? Oh, I'm out of sync again. I'm just going to cover my mouth up because then we don't know. I don't know what's going on with the camera. That is men. Why? I don't understand. It's a male thing. It is, but he was going that way. Oh, this camera. Right, we're just going to carry on because I don't know how, let's do this. I don't know how to fix the out of sync, and I don't want to have to restart again because it takes me about 10 minutes because I have to do the whole computer. So it's like leaving an empty new roll. Exactly. So up next is Anne Lewis. Anne, are you here? If anyone comes on, they're going to be like, why is she holding that? Is she showing us something? No, it's just because otherwise I'm seriously out of sync. Oh. Anne Lewis. Anne, hello. Anne, you have got a lucky dip as well, so let me just mix them for you. So good luck, my lovely. There's one. And two. So let me just get these open for you. And then you can let me know which of these you would like. Oh, runaway pearl there. Sorry, one of the cage pendants had a pearl in. It's from when I was trying to show off how the pearl colour gets seen through it. So I've just taken the pearl out and now it's on the board. So let me just move that away. Okay. Of course, Sophie. Thank you for joining us, lovely. But I hope you get a good night's sleep. Right, so let's go down, Anne. Your first one is an animal cage pendant, and this is the seahorse. I love the seahorse. So again, this one holds one pearl. The pearl goes right in the centre of his, is it his belly or his chest belly? This section here. Okay, so you can see he comes down with the tail, his little fins at the back, and he does have a crystal for his eye. So that is your seahorse cage pendant for the first one there. The second one is one of the newer items on the websites. This is the new cage pendants. I think it's True Love cage pendant, but maybe there's two similar ones, one which is longer and this is the wider of the two. So it's one of the newer ones, which, like I said, is on the website. So this is an overall heart. It's got zircon crystals coming down on the inner sides, and then it's almost like its wings are coming out either side. You've then got this, it is all 95 silver, but you've got this rose gold coloured flower in the centre. Your pearl holds one pearl, sits behind the flower, and can be shown through there. What do you think to these? Anne, you have the seahorse and the heart. Can you have the heart? Of course you can. So let me just bring you back up again. That heart is yours. Let's just pop the seahorse back in here. So with that heart, then you have one oyster opening. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Sorry. Apparently I'm having a day. Mystery and donate. Okay, would there be a certain colour that you're hoping for, Anne? Mystery oyster delivery is still not here, but we've still got a few left. But if they do run out, it's just not here yet. So hopefully it'll be here soon. Like I said, it got sent when I was away, so it got sent back. So I had to wait for it to arrive and be sent back to me. So it should be here very, very soon. Let's go down, Anne, for your mystery oyster. Okay, we have got a lighter pop there. And in here, a little bit of flesh on that side, but you can see that there's no pearls there at all. Now, in here, Anne, I can see a couple of pearls. You have 1, 2, 3. You have 4. You are quadding with your mystery oyster here, which means you've got 4 pearls in the 1 oyster, which is perfect because, as you know, with a cage pendant, you can swap and change the pearls around. So this is just another lovely selection that you can use in that heart cage pendant. The colours that you have are an icy blue, a brighter pink, an apple green, and a black. Let me hold them up so you can see. Icy blue, bright pink, apple green, and a black. Let me run them through the board for you, Anne. The icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And the black is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. And you're very, very welcome, and I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. So I've just brought you back up here. If I pop these in here. Thank you ever so much, Anne, for the donations with your shells. And again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. And up next is Caroline Rensberg. Caroline, are you here? No, we're still going to be doing an updated order list in 2 people time, I believe. 2 people's time? 2 places time we'll be doing an updated order list. Caroline, hello. Caroline, you have a lucky dip today as well, so I'm just going to give them a mix again. Again, that's just because obviously I'm putting cages back in. So, is that one? That is one. So your first one. Oh, got a few there. Oh, and that one there. One did escape. That one goes back in. So your 2 cage pendants. Again, I try to get them as quick as I can on these display cards. I thought this would be the easiest way for you guys to see all the jewellery, but it is slightly fiddly. Now you've got 2. Oh, for me, Caroline, this would be a hard decision here. So let's go down and let me show you. So first one, ever so sorry, excuse me, right. The first one is the water drop cage pendant. So overall, it's this beautiful water drop shape. Now it's got this beautiful larger space at the bottom here, and that's where your pearl sits in the centre here. So you can see the pearl massively through the bottom. And then you've got this gorgeous, almost filigree design towards the top there. So that's called the water drop cage pendant. Okay, and then number 2 is the Dreamcatcher cage pendant with the red zircon crystals. Now this cage here, depending on the pearl size, can hold up to 4 pearls. Now if they're all 8.5 pearls, it may only hold 3. If they're all 7 to 7.5 pearls, it can hold 4 pearls. Okay, so the feathers, as you can see at the bottom, can move around, and it's encrusted with a few zircon crystals, which, as you can see, are that red colour. So you've got the water drop cage pendant. It does hold 1 pearl. It's got beautiful design on there. Or you've got the Dreamcatcher cage pendant, which can hold up to 4 pearls. It comes with 1 oyster opening. It's completely up to you. Like I said, for me, this is a hard decision. It's completely up to you though, Caroline. What do you think? The water drop, please. Mystery donate. We'll see what colours come out. Okay, perfect. I'm just popping the Dreamcatcher back in the bag, and the water drop is yours. So let's pop this in this bag here. Mystery oyster, donate the shells, and we'll see what colour it is for you, my lovely. Okay, so if we get him open. And let's go down. So your mystery oyster, double pop there, and in here there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but you can see that there's no pearls there, and straight away I can see a peeper here. Now let me just pop him out. I believe he is a blurple, quite a dark blurple there. So for a moment I did think it was more blue, but you have a blurple pearl here, and there's no more in that one. So if I dry this up for you, and actually this is lovely colour to go in that water drop cage pendant. Oh, okay, so on sections of him, he is definitely more blue, and then he's just got a touch of purple, so blurple in sections. Hopefully you can see that. So definitely more blue in places, but then it does go more blurple. Caroline, I hope you're happy with that one, my lovely. It is perfect for the water drop. If I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, so he's a lovely size as well, especially for that cage pendant, because he's going to fill him beautifully. So yeah, Caroline, thank you for the donations with your shells. That's safe up there for you. And again, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. You're very, very welcome. Okay. And up next today is Janet Perling. Janet, are you here? After Janet, guys, I'll be doing the updated order list. So if you have ordered, you can hear whereabouts you are on the order list. If you would like to order, there's still space available for today. Jan, hello. Okay, Jan, my lovely, you also have a lucky dip. Let's just move them scissors that way. Okay, so again, I'm just going to give these a mix. And I'm just going to dive in. So, good. Oh, there's one. Oh, it's all falling out. So that's the one we've picked. Let's pop these other ones back in. Okay, so, oh, okay, so you've got 2 themed cage pendants here, and they're both from the same theme, if that makes sense. I was trying to think of a different word, but I think the word I'm looking for is theme. So both from the same genre, maybe. It's cool that they've both come up at the same time. Hopefully, I'm fingers crossed you're going to be happy with them. So let's go down, Jan. Your first one, now this is the spider cage pendant. So the theme is Halloween, okay? So this is the spider cage pendant. So the pearl on this one, it holds one pearl and it will sit in the belly of this spider here. Okay, so you can see detail. Now, if you can turn this around if you wanted to, just because it's got more of a design on the reverse side and it still looks like the spider. But I would say that with the stripes here, it does show the pearl beautifully. And that is the sort of way around that it was intended to be. Category is a good word as well, Valerie. Yep, thank you. Your second one, now this on the website is called the spooky cage pendant. He's not spooky at all though, look at him. He's got a lovely happy face on him. Now this one again holds one pearl and the pearl sits at the bottom here and you can see him in the belly of Mr. Spooky here. And he's friendly. He almost looks like he's somebody with wearing a, like a sheet over them. What do you think to these? You've got the spooky cage pendant and you've got the spider cage pendant. So both Halloween themed. Which one, Jan, would you like? Me too, Kirsty. I am as well. Jan, can you have the spooky one? You can indeed. Again, I'm just going to bring you up here just while I take these off here. Now, yours is the spooky one, so let's pop the spider back. I'm really concentrating because I would hate to pop the wrong one back by accident. I mean, it hasn't happened and it won't happen, but I'm just double checking. So Jan, that also comes with one opening then. So what type of oyster would you like? Sorry, hiccups. There we go. I'm getting everything today, aren't I? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Anything except the spider. You know what, Amy? I am the same. I'm not fond of spiders at all. But everyone's got different interests, don't they? Can you have surprise bag? Of course you can. Donate the shells. And is there a certain colour, Jan, that you're hoping for? So with your surprise bag oyster, let's go down. So in here, there's one side and the other side. Never the spider. Oh, bless you. Well, Mr. Spooky, he is lovely and he's quite cute as well, like I said. Right, let's have a squidge in here for you. And you've got a darker pearl there. And there's no more in that one. Oh, bless you, Amy. Oh, Amy, we've got a new skull pendant. It's like a crystal candy skull that will be going on the website soon. It's like encrusted. The whole face is encrusted with crystals. And we've got like a matching pair of stud earrings as well. Love it. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. Mr. Spooky has got a chocolate purple pearl, Jan. So if he's a base chocolate with like a purple overtone to him, hopefully you can see that there. And I hope you're happy with this one. And then, as you know, if you've got any pearls at home or if you get any in the future, you'll be able to swap and change them around in the cage pendant. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. Yes, Amy. I'm just trying to think if I know where it is to grab it. Definitely here, because I've already photoed it, so it's something that will be going on the website soon. I don't know where I've popped it. It's probably put away, but yeah, it's already photoed, so yeah, loved it. And it may have been taken off the website to go in the bag. If there was only one left, it may be in the bag and not on the website. Jan, my lovely, I hope you're happy with everything there. That's safe up there for you. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. No, Jan, you're very, very welcome. Right, let me just print this one off and then we'll be doing an updated order list. What a shame. Oh, bless you, Anne. So once the lucky dip is over, whatever's left over at the end will be going back on the website. And also, if it has gone off the website, it doesn't mean that it won't be going back on once they come back into stock either. So cage pendants do normally a rolling thing. Sometimes we do have ones which don't come back in again, but I normally sort of let everybody know if that's the case. With the witch one, I imagine if it doesn't come in the next month, it will definitely then come in after that, ready for October. So I'm just printing this off and then we'll be doing the updated order list. Keep a lookout. Bless you, Anne. Yes, definitely. There we go. Everything goes so slow when you want it to go fast, doesn't it? Is it printing? Okay, so I'm going to read it out and type it at the same time, just so then I can update the order list on the page, and I'll pop it in the comments as well, just so you can hear and then obviously see whereabouts you are. So there's 6 people, I believe, so it's not going to be too long a wait if you have ordered. That's not too long at all. And again, if you would like to order, the order list is still open. So I'm just waiting for my order list to, where I type it, to load. Again, this is everything that I normally have open at the start of the live, but because I restarted the computer, I had to close everything down, so it's just opening up. There we go. So up next is going to be Cindy Brown, and then Annie Green, then Joe Holman, Kira Hendry, Lindsay Kinlock, and Anne Dicker. Okay. Will it be tonight? Yes, of course it will, Teresa. Let me just add you onto this order list here then, if it's come through my end. If not, I can add you on the next. Oh, it has come through my end. Let me print it off for you, and then I can add you onto this order list that I'm posting up. Don't click on any. Oh no, that is the website. I was going to say don't click on any links, guys, but that link is my website. So thank you. Who typed that? Thank you, Moran. Oh, bless you, Teresa. Not a problem. It's just printing again. Give me just a moment. Okay, so and then it's Wendy Evans and Teresa Costin. So if I go through that order list one more time, like I said, I'm going to be posting it on the page and I'll pop it in the comments as well. So that's Cindy B, Annie G, Joe H, Kira H, Lindsay K, Anne D, Wendy E and Teresa C. Now where I posted the order list earlier, that's where this order list is going to be posted. There's going to be a dotted line and then the new order list under that, just so you can sort of see the two different sections, if you like, of the lives, so you can see that it's not that longer list and whereabouts we are. So that's just posted there. So if you refresh the page, you can see it, and then that there is in the comments as well. Perfect. So Cindy, you're here. Hello, hello, hello. Now Cindy, you have a lucky dip cage pendant. So you'd like Mystery Oysters donate the shells. We'll grab your cage pendant first, Cindy, and then we'll do your Mystery Oyster afterwards, okay? So I'm just giving these a mix, and then I'm going to dive in and pull your 2 cage pendants out, and then you get to pick which one of these, is that one? Yeah. Which one of these you would like. Oh, okay, so these 2, they're sort of coming out not in pairs, but almost in like matching themes. Is that the right word? I don't know. Similarities, links. Let's go down, Cindy, so you can see. So your first one, now this is the heart cage pendant. So if it will sit when you wear it like this, okay? So overall it's a heart on the outside, it's a heart in the centre, and that centre heart is where you see your pearl through. And then it's got this gorgeous like looped design around the border of that heart there. Okay, so that's the heart cage pendant, my lovely. And then your second one, you have the side butterfly. No, it's the C, on the website it's called the CZ side butterfly. So you can see this is a side view of the butterfly. So you can see the butterfly body here, the antennae, and then this is the wing that comes up. And it's actually encrusted with zircon crystals, as you can see, going around the outer edge. Both cages hold one pearl. This one, the pearl goes in the centre, so you can see the pearl colour through the wings. So you've got the heart cage and the side butterfly cage pendant. Can I lower them? I can't get them any closer, but what do you think to these? Which one would you like, Cindy? The butterfly. Perfect. So again, I'm going to bring you back up here. And let me just pop the heart back in the bag. And the butterfly is yours, my lovely. So you did say before you'd like a mystery oyster and to donate your shells. Cindy, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So let's go down. Your mystery oyster, lighter pop there, and in here we do have a little bit of flesh on this side, but as you can see there's no pearls there at all. And then if we have a squidge in here, I can actually see a dark pearl straight away there. So let me have a squidge, and then around here. Okay, there's no more in that one. So we've got a darker he's a chocolate with a slight purple overtone. So base chocolate and a purple overtone here. I hope you're happy with this one, Cindy. Let me run him through the board for you. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. Are you happy with that one? Let me bring you back up again. Love it. Perfect. Cindy, I'm popping him on here. Thank you for the donations with your shells. And yeah, Cindy, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives as well. And that's up there for you. Up next today is Annie Green. Annie, are you here? Annie, hey. Annie, you have a lucky dip as well. So again, I'm just gonna, sorry, move the scissors out of the way just because otherwise this bag goes sliding everywhere. I'm just going to give these a mix again. So, Annie, good luck, my lovely. Let's pull out. Oh, I've got a few here. Hang on. There we go. That's one. So, first one. And then again, I've got a few. That's one. Okay. Oh, two completely different ones this time. Laura, thank you for the stars there. So we've got an animal based cage pendant, and then we've got a, I'm going to call it a symbol cage pendant. I think that's the right wording. I'm just seeing if anybody can sort of guess before I hold it up with my vague descriptions. Now your first one, this is what I called the symbol cage pendant. This is the Ribbon of Hope cage pendant. So as you can see, it is a ribbon that goes up and around. Now this cage pendant can hold one pearl and it sits right in the center here, so you can see that color through the loop of the ribbon at the top. On the website it's called the Ribbon of Hope cage pendant. So that's your first choice. And then choice number 2 is the animal cage pendant, and this is the baby penguin, I believe. It's either the baby penguin or hungry penguin on the website. I always get mixed up between the two. So he's a gorgeous little penguin. The pearl goes right in the centre of his belly. You won't see those lines through him once the pearl's in there, because that is actually the back of the cage pendant. If I just turn him around. So once the pearl's in there, you can just going to see that colour of the pearl in his belly. And he's got a lovely little detail of his face as well. So you've got the Ribbon of Hope and the penguin. What do you think, Annie? Which one would you like? I hope you're happy with them. But it's for your daughter's 6th birthday, so can you have the penguin? Oh, I love that. Well, I hope she's happy with it as well. And that is kind of perfect. So I hope she likes penguins. Right, let me just pop the Ribbon of Hope back. So that's back in there. So yours is the penguin, which means, Annie, you've got one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? So how long are the lucky dips? So with the lucky dips, I'm not restocking them, as in there is, I can't remember how many, but there's every cage pendant in Spag is a different cage pendant. So I'm not going to be putting any more in the bag, which means every time we have a go, it's going to be a different cage pendant. So obviously you may see one that I've put back again, but each person will always get a different cage pendant, which means it'll either run until it's sold out because there's only a certain number in there, or at the moment it's at least here until the end of the week. But again, I don't really want to put a time on it just because it is a limited number of them. I mean, it's quite a large number. There is quite a few in there. I don't know if you can see. There is quite a few in there. I hope that makes sense. She loves her rabbit one, so I'm sure she'll love this one. Oh, Annie, love that. Can you have mystery and donate the shells? Of course you can. Now, do you think there's a colour that you or her is hoping for? Or, as you know, with cage pendants, are you just hoping for a sort of different colour to what you may have already, so you can swap them around? Let's go down. Your mystery oyster, Annie. Quite a nice deep pop there. Oh, and in here, there is your mother of pearl. Now I can see straight on the side here a beautiful two-tonal yellow. Oh, so he's just popped out there. She'll be happy with any. Oh, bless her. Well, I do hope she's happy with the yellow, Annie. There's no more in that one. So this is a two-tonal yellow. Now, overall, he's quite a nice, brighter, bold yellow. So he's a nice sunshine yellow, but he does have slight lighter lemon yellow areas. Let me hold him up so you can have a closer look. So you can see base lemon, the brighter sunshine yellow. Is that the... Turn it around. Yeah. What do you think to that one? She doesn't have yellow. Oh, I love that. Let me run him through the board. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. I hope you're happy with that, Annie. And I hope your daughter will be happy with it as well. And I hope she has a lovely birthday. That's on there. Thank you for the donations with your shells there. And that's safe up there for you. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Thank you, Aaron. Can you put that back somewhere where it can be? Thank you. No, Annie, you're very, very welcome. Very, very welcome. Okay, up next today. Oh, Aaron, come back. Up next is Joe Holman. Joe, are you here? He's not going to be happy with me. I just did a little song of, he's not going to be happy with me. Oh no, don't make me laugh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you, Aaron. So I'm looking for Joe Holman. Joe, are you here? Hey, thank you, Bob. I won't call you. I can't promise that. I won't call you in the next 2 minutes. Don't put your phone on silent. I love you. Oh, I'm on a live. Sorry, everybody. So basically, if something happens, I have to ask him to come and sort of click the button. So it just happened. So he needed to come click the button. And it's just funny because he'd just be in here, if that makes sense. Joe, hello my lovely. You have a lucky dip as well, Joe. So let's give them a mix in here. Good luck, my lovely. Okay, that's one. And that's two. Oh, again. Okay, so we've got two completely different cage pendants here. Oh, bless you, Paris. Well, I hope you're feeling better now. I'm not too bad. I've still got my little... If I cough, I've got my cough, if that makes sense. I don't need to cough unless I make it like a tickly hair in the back of my throat earlier. Okay, so Joe, your first cage pendant, oh, let's go down, is the bamboo cage pendant. Now, as you can see, overall it's the round cage pendant. Then it's got these bamboo coming up and through the cage pendant there. It holds one pearl, which we sat in the centre, and you can see through the, what are they called? Because they're not through the bamboo. There we go. So that's the bamboo cage pendant. And then we spoke about this one on the last live. This is Ollie the Owl cage pendant. So look at him. He's Mr. Ollie the Owl, and he's standing on his branch, and he is holding his broomstick. His eyes are a dark, so his eyes and the bottom of his hat have got an enamel colouring. Okay, so the eyes are black and white. You've then got blue on the hat, and you've actually got a little bit of brown in between the detail of the broomstick as well. So the base is 925 silver, but you do have that enamel colouring there. So black and white in the eyes, blue on the hat, and brown in the detail of the broom. So two completely different cage pendants here. Oh, sorry, with Ollie, the pearl sits in his belly, and you can see the pearl through his belly there. So I'll need to know which one of the two you would like, Joe. So bamboo or Ollie the Owl. Lots of people loving the owl. He is a cutie. And then for those of you who didn't watch our last live, go and have a look at the start where I show the new owl. It's not a cage pendant, it is a pendant. It's so cute, and it's like a moving owl as well. Can you have the bamboo? Of course you can, Joe. Let me bring you back up here. And you're going to have the bamboo, which means Mr. Ollie the Owl goes back in the bag. You can go back in the bag. Which means, Joe, you have got one oyster opening. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? All our prices are on the website, Ross, so it just depends on obviously what you're interested in to the different prices. The website you can find in the description above. It's pearlsofbracken.com. Thank you, Bronnie. What type of oyster would you like, my lovely? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? I've just realised if my mouth's still out of sync, I'm going to cover it up because it is a little bit distracting, isn't it? So if I cover it up, we'll never know. Mystery and donate. So your mystery oyster let's, oh, don't spill the bag. There we go. Let's get him open. And let's go down. So is there a certain colour you're hoping for? Oh, is it in sync now? You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's a runaway right on the end there. But first of all, there's your mother of pearl. You can see that there's no pearls on that side. And, oh, darker runaway. I knew he'd pop out as I picked him up. You've got a darker pearl. However, straight away, you are twinning. Joe, you are twinning with what looks to be dark chocolate twins here. There's no more in that one. So dark chocolate twins. Now visually it does look like you've got one chocolate which is larger than the other. I'll measure them in a moment for you. But with the bamboo cage pendant, actually, this is a perfect colour. This and green is what I would wear in the bamboo cage pendant. But again, you can wear absolutely any colour and you'll be able to change it around at home as well. You love them both. Perfect. Let me run them through the board for you. The visually smaller of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the larger of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. So they are measuring at different sizes there. I've just popped that in there for you, Joe. And then on here as well. Thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And that's up there. So again, Joe, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives as well. It's a nice, deep, rich colour, wasn't it, Stella? I definitely agree. Up next today is Kira Hendry. Kira, are you here? Kira, hello my lovely. Kira, you have got a lucky dip as well. So I keep putting this, right, let's move the scissors out of the way. Let's mix this up for you, my lovely. Joe, you're very, very welcome. And Kira, if we dive in for your, oh, there's one. And two completely different cage pendants again here. So let me pop them. There's one. And two. So let's go down. We have, she would, Joe, but she doesn't work evenings. She works in the mornings. So she would, but yeah, she doesn't. Now this one here, Kira, is the one of the pumpkin cage pendants. I'm actually just going to pop a pearl in it just because I'm going to put the pearl in it from earlier. I don't know if that's going to be... this is quite hard to see the detail unless we've got the pearl colour shining through. Now we've got a couple of different pumpkin ones on the website. We've got the pumpkin and the pumpkin smile. So there we go. You can see that. So this one is the one with the triangle eyes, and you can see his smiley face there and his little toothy grin. So on the reverse side, it is just an open cage pendant if you like. So you could wear it, sorry, it wants to spin around just because where it is on the chain. You could wear it that way round to see the pearl there, or it can be worn, of course, with the pumpkin forward ways, if that makes sense. So that's pearl cage pendant number 1. Cage pendant number 2 is the paw print cage pendant. So as you can see, it is the paw print, quite a nice larger paw print. Again, this one can hold 1 pearl, and the pearl goes right in the bottom pad of the paw, which you'll see right through the bottom there. So that's the paw print cage pendant. So you've got the pumpkin and the paw print. Oh, 2 peas. What do you think to these? Which one would you like, Kira? Can you have the paw print? Of course you can. Let me bring you back up here. Okay, so let's put Mr. Pumpkin back over here. So with your paw print cage pendants, what type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery oyster and donate the shells. Okay. Kira, is there a certain colour pearl that you're hoping for? Let's go down. So your mystery oyster, deeper pop there. And there is your mother of pearl. So you can see there's no pearls on that side. And then in here, if we have a squidge in here, oh, straight runaway there. So you've got a darker pearl there. Let me just have a squidge and see if there's any more in this one. Okay, no more in that one, my lovely. So let me just dry this up for you. And he is a darker chocolatey pearl. So you've got a darker chocolate pearl there. I hope you're happy with this one. Let me run him through the board for you. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. I think so too, Jackie. Kira, let me just pop this on here for you. And thank you as well for the donations with your shells there, my lovely. Kira, that's safe up there for you. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. It will go great with the paw. I agree with you. Especially if it depends, because with the paw print, in my mind, when I have my paw prints, it represents my animals. It could represent a favourite animal, it could represent, it doesn't have to represent an animal, but for me it represents my doggies. So I would have pearl colours which link to those. Okay, up next today is Lindsay Kinlock. And Lindsay, hello, you're here. Surprise oyster, donate the shells. Perfect. So you've got a lucky dip. We'll do your surprise oyster once we've picked the cage pendant, if that's okay. Kira, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. And I'm glad, I hope it does. So Lindsay, I'm just giving these a mix, and then let's pull out your 2 cages here. So that's number 1. And that's number 2. Oh, now one of these we have seen already today. It did come out earlier. So let's pop him on here. And the other one is one that we haven't seen yet. It's another hard decision. For me, it would be a hard decision, I should say. Not everybody has the same tastes. Okay, so let's go down. I'm going to show you the one which you've already seen today. So this is the Fantail fish cage pendant. So this one can hold 1 pearl. It goes in the body of the fish here. He's got crystals for his eyes, and if I hold his tail still, when you look down at him, you can see his open mouth and his eyes. I just love that detail. So this is the Fantail fish cage pendant. Lots of details on him. The next one is the Moon's Gift cage pendant. So again, this is all 925 silver. And you can see the moon with the filigree design there. And then this here, this cage is where the pearl will sit. The cage opens up slightly differently. It's on a catch, so you just open it up here. It opens up like that. You pop your pearl in, and you make sure it clips shut to make sure it's closed. So it is a slightly different style of cage, this one, and it's got the rose gold colouring over the top of him there. So that's the Moon's Gift cage pendant. So you've got the Fantail fish and then the Moon's Gift. Lindsay, I hope you're happy with these choices. Which one would you like? You have the moon cage, Stella. Do you like it? Are you happy with it? It's very different. I'm quite liking, I just try to get quite a nice different range of jewellery in. So as you can see with the newer items coming in, again, it's all different items and different things to what we've had before. So I do always try to bring different styles in. The moon, that's what you wanted. Oh, I love that, Lindsay. Okay, so let me bring you back up and let's pop Mr. Fantail back in the bag for a second time. Go back in there, and the Moon's Gift one is yours. So you did say you'd like a surprise oyster and you'd like to donate your shells. Lindsay, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Oh, Stella, I am glad. So Lindsay, your surprise oyster, let's get him open. And let's go down. So, surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here you've got a beautiful, bright, hot pink pearl. And there's no more in that one. So you have a bright, hot pink. Let me pop him on here for you. What do you think to this one, Lindsay? I hope you're happy with him. That pink is going to really pop with the rose gold colouring with the moon. And then, of course, if you've got any pearls at home, I'm so sorry, you'll be able to swap and change the colours around there. Let's run him through the board. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. Lindsay, I hope you're happy with that. Let me pop him on here for you. I keep catching that was staying there. Ooh, I've got this song stuck in my head. It's about to say it's a really old song. It can't be old because my daughter knows it. Lindsay, you're very welcome. I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives, and thank you for the donations with your shells as well. Up next is Anne Dicker. Anne, are you here? Oh no, Sean. Bless you. I hate it when we lose jewellery that we love. The earrings I had in on the other live, the oval hoop ones, I hadn't had them for about a year and a half. And then I found them in an old jewellery box that I had in the cupboard that I completely forgot that I had. So I found them recently. It's just, yeah. Oh, Michelle. Oh, okay, Michelle. Yep, I can see with the name here. That's absolutely fine. So, Michelle, you also have a lucky dip. So, I'm just going to give these a mix again. Okay, and if we dive in, I think I've got, there we go, I had more than one. So that's one. Come on. Just waiting for something to drop. There we go. And number 2. Let's pop that one back in that fell out. Okay. Okay, so these two are following another same theme, I would say. You've also emailed a loyalty card. Okay, let me just open up the emails so they can start loading while I show you these, and then I can add that on it. That's not a problem. Yeah, they're just opening up. They're just loading. So these two, like I said, are following the same theme, and the theme is, I'll tell you in just a second. Oh, I had it then, and then I held it by the wrong part of the chain and it fell off. There we go. So there is flight. The theme is flight. Okay. So this is the plane charm, so the aeroplane charm. Now this cage pendant can hold one pearl, and as you can see, the pearl sits right in the centre there. You can see it almost, is that the cockpit of the plane? But it's an old style propeller plane, isn't it? So I'm not sure if that's called the same bit. That's sort of where in my mind, the bubble bit goes. My plane knowledge is brilliant. But the pendant is cute in itself. So that's the plain cage pendant. And then your choice number 2 is the hot air balloon cage pendant. So you can see here the hot air balloon. And again, it holds one pearl, and your pearl sits within that hot air balloon there. This little basket at the bottom is actually movable, so it does move around there, sort of dingle dangles at the bottom, and so you can see the pearl there. So you've got the plain and the hot air balloon. Michelle, what do you think to these? Which one would you like? Did you send a loyalty card over today? I'm just having a look. Oh, that one might be you. Bubble bit. Oh, did I say bubble bit? I meant basket bit. Oh no, I did mean bubble bit. On the plane, yeah. Oh, my plane knowledge is great. I'm sorry. you would like the hot air balloon. I thought I saw it, but then I just need to double check. So yes, of course you can have the hot air balloon. Let me just pop the plane back in the bag. On a propeller plane, is it still called the cockpit? Because I suppose it doesn't have any other room for passengers, does it? So is it just the control room? No, it's not a control room in a plane, is it? What's that bit? What's that bit called for a 1 or 2 man plane? Is it still? Let me know. Michelle, I can see your loyalty card here, which means you've got one opening with the Lucky Dip and your loyalty card opening, so that's 2 altogether. So, which 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Cockpit is right. Okay. I wasn't sure, but in case it was, do you know what I mean? Just for larger planes, which do have the different sections for the different people to go. I'm really giving my plane knowledge a really good showing today, aren't I? Compartment, thank you. Thank you, Dana, my lovely. They have different compartments. What's the time? Oh gosh, right. So 2 oysters here, and after that we've only got 1 mystery oyster left, guys, and that is, like I say, until my delivery arrives. So it did arrive back to them and they have resent it to me, and it was meant to be here, but it's not just yet. So we've got, it will be here hopefully, what's the day? It's Tuesday. Yeah, so hopefully by Friday, touch wood. Michelle, let's go down. Oh, bless you, Jackie. Thank you. So, mystery oysters, donating the shells. Excuse me. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Mystery oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And I can actually see a darker peeper down the bottom there. The technical word is bubble bit. Yeah, but you all knew what I meant. With the propeller planes and the bubble bit. You all knew what I meant. Michelle, you're hoping for a blurple. Okay. Right, your first pearl out is a darker pearl, and he looks like darker deep purple. Oh, he's a chocolatey purple. So, but you can definitely see that purple coming through. So base chocolate with the purple overtone. And then moving on to oyster number 2. Oh, lighter pop there. And there is your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here. Oh, and a runaway, which I'm going to double check the colour in just a second actually. I think I saw it, but then I think it ran. Okay, so there's no more in that one. He is a lighter watermelon. So you've got a chocolatey purple and a light watermelon. What do you think to these, Anne? I hope you're happy with them. So 2-tone base chocolate with a purple overtone and a lighter watermelon. If I run them through the board, watermelon number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5. He's a 6, and the chocolate purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. you can swap the watermelon for a blurple because that is your loyalty card. That's not a problem. So let me just grab a blurple for you. So blurple, for those of you who don't know, that one's more purple. There we go, there's a blurple. So blurple is a mix between a blue and a purple. I'm loving my turny table. I know I haven't used it much today, but because I just, yeah, it's in the corner of my eye. Michelle, can you just confirm, are you happy with those there now? Let me pop them in here for you. And on there. Thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And I've just popped that safely up there for you. No, you're very, very welcome. Right, up next then today is Wendy Evans. Wendy, are you here? Oh, bless you, Michelle. Thank you ever so much for the stars there. Thank you, my lovely. Ooh, hi. Got that song stuck in my head. I'm looking for Wendy Evans. Wendy, are you here? Wendy, it's for your daughter-in-law, not a problem. What name am I looking for, my lovely? I keep those because, well, they either go to the nursery as well, and they go in the arts and crafts section where the children can make models, or they go to my dogs because my dogs love ripping up the tubes with a passion. They'll spend, as long as the tube lasts, they'll spend playing with it. They love them. Bridget Evans. Perfect, Wendy. Okay, so Bridget Evans, are you here? Let me just write that down as well, actually. So, Bridget Evans. Perfect. I thought you were bringing the dog in then.
Trying not to.
Okay. Now I've said that, do you want to grab him? Rafiki. Hello, Kovu. Hello. I can't touch you, but hello. Oh, he's under my chair. Bridget, hello. Aaron's just going to show Puppy just because I've mentioned it. Oh, hello. Oh, you don't want to say hello. Oh, he's not comfortable. He's not comfortable. There we go. Hello. Hello. You happy? You're not happy?
He wants to be down, I think.
He wants to be down. Okay, thank you, Bab. Bridget, oh, I just bit my tongue now. Please take both dogs with you, though, if that's okay. Bridget, you've got a lucky dip, so let me just mix these up for you. Thank you, Aaron. And let's pull out your 2 cage pendants. So, there's one. Oh, there's one. And then here is 2. So in here. Oh, okay. So these 2, again, completely different. Both of them hold 1 pearl. In fact, actually, I think we've only had 1 cage pendant which holds multiple pearls out tonight so far. There is more in there. His name is Rafiki. So I've got Kovu, who's the older one, and Kovu, they're both Lion King names, and then he's the younger one, and his name's Rafiki. Right, let's go down. So, Bridget, your 2 cage pendants. Cage pendant number 1 is the unicorn cage pendant. So, has it got the crystal for the eye? It has got a little crystal for the eye. And it is the unicorn. So the pearl sits right in the centre, and you can see through the mane of the unicorn there. No, Roz, they are both toy poodles. They're not crossovers. They are toy poodles. But he hasn't had his first cut yet because he is still a puppy, which is why he's just a fluffy ball. So, Bridget, this is your first one. So this is a unicorn. Your second cage pendant again holds 1 pearl, and this is the snitch cage pendant. So you can see it is the ball. Your pearl sits in the centre. He's got the detailing going around the middle there, and then the little wings on the sides. That is the snitch cage pendant. Thank you, Valerie. He's a red toy poodle. Apparently he's going to get darker as he gets older. He's going to go to like a more darker, richer colour. But we will see, because Kovu was jet black as a puppy and he's gone into like a silverback as he's got older. So we'll see what Rafiki does. So we've got the unicorn and the snitch. Bridget, you'd like the snitch. Perfect. Let me bring you back up here and pop these both in here. So the unicorn's going to go back in the bag. The snitch is yours, my lovely. So that comes with 1 oyster opening. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? I think I've just split my lip. I don't have any more lip seal in here. I do need to remember to bring some in, I think. Mystery and keep the shells. Okie dokie. Now you've got the last mystery oyster until the delivery comes in. Just pop that bag behind there. So, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for, my lovely? Your mystery oyster, and let's go down. So in here, lighter double pop there. And there's your mother of pearl, which I'll just clean up in just a second for you. And again, I can see a little bit of a peeper there. We have a darker pearl. Oh, straight runaway there. Let me have a squidge in here. There's no more in that one. So just clean up the shells for you. And let's have a closer look at this colour. We have a dark chocolate purple. We've had a few chocolate purples today, actually. So he's a base chocolate and he has a purple overtone. Okay, so if you have any pearls in the future, Bridget, or if you've got any at home, you'll be able to swap and change the pearls around in that cage pendant. If I pop them in here for you. So he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. I hope you're happy with that one. You just wrap up your shells as well. No, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. So that's safe on here. So I've wrapped up your shells then. And Bridget, I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. From me, you're very welcome. And up next then is Teresa Costin. Teresa, are you here? Ooh. Teresa, hello. You have a lucky dip as well. So again, I'm just going to mix these up for you. Okay, so good luck, my lovely. Oh, this bag feels like it's open. Okay, but there is a cage pendant. I've got to be careful as I mix. I've just thought about that. I've got to be careful that I don't end up like swooshing the bags to make them open, but they've both got pendants in, so it's okay. So you've got 1 and 2, and again both of these hold 1 pearl each. Okay, so let's pop them on here. Okay, and if we go down, your first cage pendant is the Pegasus cage pendant. So overall he's a... Can you hear me? Oh, bless you, Nancy. Not a problem. Yep, you can hear me. Yes? Okay, I'm going to carry on then. Sorry, it's just because I saw somebody say that the sound went. I just suddenly thought, what? No, wait. But no. Okay, sorry, Teresa. So, first one is a Pegasus cage pendant. So overall, it's an oval shape with a slightly inner circle oval. And then you've got the Pegasus shape. So a Pegasus is like a horse, but with wings. So you've got a horse, which is just a horse, a Pegasus, which is a horse with wings, a unicorn, which is a horse with a horn, and then you've got an alicorn, which is a horse with wings and a horn. So this is just the wings, so it is a Pegasus, okay? 1 pearl goes in here, and you'll see the pearl colours coming through the Pegasus wings and body. So that's the first one. And then cage number 2 is the Bloom cage pendant. So again, this one's got so much detail, but it's going to be quite hard. Now, large open space in the middle, and that's where your pearl sits. So you can see the flower at the back. That's the back design. So you won't actually see that when the pearl's there through, because the pearl colour will be in the centre. Now, the circle is encrusted with zircon crystals, and then coming up this side, if you can see here, you've got flowers. You've got 2 flowers and 2 leaves sort of branching up and going up the side of the circle there. Okay, so that's the Bloom cage pendant. So you've got the Pegasus and the Bloom. What do you think to these two, my lovely? The Bloom, perfect. So let me just bring you back up and pop these on here. So that's the Pegasus, and that will go back in there. The Bloom is yours, so that comes with 1 opening, my lovely, and the mystery oysters are now out, I'm afraid. So we've got the surprise oysters, expand the rainbow, new rainbow, and normal. Which one would you like? Oh, surprise bag, donate the shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for, Teresa? Let's get him open. And let's go down. So your surprise bag oyster. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here you have got a two-tonal purple pearl. And there's no more in that one. So you have a two-tonal purple. So if I just show you around this pearl here. He's lighter and darker as you go around the pearl there. Just bits of sand on him there. What do you think to this one, my lovely? I hope you're happy with him. Let me bring you back up. I'm glad you're happy with him. So if I pop him in here and on here, I want to thank you for the donations with your shells as well. That's safe on there. And I do hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. No, you're very, very welcome. And up next today is Jane Tier. Jane, are you here? Oh, I can't get that song out of my head. Jane, hello. Surprise and donate the shells. Perfect. We'll do that in a moment because you also have a lucky dip. So I'm just going to mix them up for you. Okay, and if we dive in for your first one, that's number 1, and then number 2. Oh, I think I've got 2 there. Oh, okay, I dropped them all. There we go. Okay, oh, 2 different themes here. Now, let's just pop these on here. So, oh, sorry, I held the wrong bit of the chain again and it fell off. Right, let's go down. So your first one is a Halloween themed cage pendant again. I think this is the ghost charm, if I remember correctly. It can hold 1 pearl in here and you'll be able to see the colour of the pearl through the eyes and the mouth of this cage pendant. So this is the ghost cage pendant here. And then your second cage pendant is the cage pendant. So we had one similar to this earlier. We had the flick pendant, which was one like this, which had the flick sections at the top. This one is just the cage pendant, which is the same all the way around. And again, it's a simple, elegant design. So your pearl gets showcased beautifully at every angle. Okay, so that's the cage pendant and the ghost cage pendant. What do you think? Which one would you like? You'd like the cage pendant. Perfect. Okay, so Jane, I'm just going to bring you back up, and again, let me just pop these in here. So Mr. Ghost, you're going back in the bag, and then cage pendant, you're going in there. So you said that you'd like a surprise oyster and you'd like to donate your shells. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for, Jane? Let's get him open. And let's go down. So your surprise oyster there's one side. Oh, and the other side. And in here you are twinning straight away there, and they are gorgeous, larger, rich chocolate twins. And there's no more in that one, so I'm just going to dry these up for you. So, oh, and visually it does look like you've got one twin which is slightly larger than the other here, Jane. So I do think they may measure slightly different. And they're slightly speckled as well, as you can see that there. But they're gorgeous, deep, rich chocolate colour. If I run them through the board, the slightly visually smaller of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Oh, he is also an 8.5. I thought we might have had a 9 then. So they're measuring the same size, but visually they do look slightly different. Jane, no, you're very, very welcome. I hope you're happy with that. And again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. I've just popped that safely up there for you. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. I think that's the end of the order list today. We've had quite an eventful live. We had to sort of restart the live at the start because we were out of sync, which I know we're out of sync again now. I don't know how to fix it. I think it may be a Facebook thing. I am sorry. And then I had the hair in my throat, which means Aaron had to come on while I ate some bread and broke my diet for the most silly reason. I'm really actually quite angry that I ate the bread. But it does seem to have worked because I can actually talk now. And then, yeah, I've really enjoyed today's live actually. So we're going to be back again on Friday evening. When the oysters arrive, I'm going to do a post and let everybody know. If I don't say about the oysters, it means that they haven't come in yet. So let's fingers crossed that they do come in on time. If not, we do have all of the other varieties though. I hope you'll have a brilliant week and I'll see you soon. So take care, guys. Bye.